Watch closely. This decision happens faster than you think. The money was already on the table. No shouting, no threats. Just a quiet envelope pushed forward in the dark. All he had to do was sign one paper and look away for 5 minutes. Everyone before him had done it. Everyone after him probably would too. But this time, the man across the table said something no one expected. "I can't." That single word would cost him his job, his reputation, and almost his sanity. But it would also lead to something no one saw coming. Tund was not powerful. He wasn't rich. He wasn't connected. He worked long hours inspecting road construction projects, dust on his clothes, sun burning his skin, a clipboard always in his hand. To most people, he was just another face in the crowd, completely invisible. But what they didn't know was this: one signature from Tund could approve or reject millions in public funds. And believe me, people noticed that. At first, the small gifts started coming: free meals, money for transport. They called it appreciation. He refused them all, politely. The people offering just laughed. "Don't worry," they told him. "You'll learn." One evening, as he was walking home from work, a sleek black car pulled up beside him. Inside sat a contractor whose projects had failed inspection 3 separate times. The man didn't beg, he didn't threaten. He simply placed a thick envelope on the empty seat next to him. Inside was more money than Tund made in an entire year. "Sign the approval tomorrow," the man said calmly. "No one gets hurt. Everyone wins." Tund went home that night, his hands shaking. He thought about his mother, who needed expensive medication. He thought about the rent that was due. He looked at his cracked phone screen. His life felt incredibly heavy. That night, he didn't sleep a wink. Comments stay strong down below if you believe that a person's character truly matters. The next morning, Tund sat all alone in his small office. The form he needed to sign was right there in front of him. The pen was in his hand. For a moment, he let himself imagine an easier life. A life without worrying, without the constant struggle. Then his imagination shifted. He pictured the road collapsing one day, years from now, and innocent lives being buried underneath the rubble. He pushed the file away. Later that afternoon, he officially reported the bribery attempt. Within weeks, his entire world fell apart. The contractor vanished, but the pressure didn't. Tund was transferred to a remote site. Then he was suspended. And finally, he was quietly dismissed for so-called administrative reasons. His friends stopped calling. His colleagues started avoiding him in the street. He could hear people whispering behind his back, "Why suffer when everyone is dirty anyway?" What was he trying to prove? For months, nothing good happened. Integrity felt like a terrible mistake. If this story has moved you even a little, please tap that like button right now. Almost a full year passed. A national newspaper launched a major investigation that exposed multiple failed infrastructure projects across the country. As reporters dug deeper, emails surfaced, old inspection reports were brought back into the light. And one name kept appearing over and over again: Tund's. His consistent refusal to sign off on the faulty projects had left an undeniable paper trail. He was invited to speak with the investigators, not to apologize, but to testify. A few months after that, he was appointed to a new government oversight committee, a role where he was protected, respected, and finally heard. Same man, same values, completely different outcome. Subscribe for more stories that remind you of who you truly are. Doing the right thing doesn't always reward you immediately. Sometimes it tests you. It pushes you to see how much you're willing to lose before it finally gives you something far greater in return. If you have ever felt like you were being punished for your integrity, just know this story is for you. Thanks for watching.